नमस्कार फ्रेंड, आप सभी का एक बार फिर से स्वागत है। फ्रेंड्स, आज 21 अक्टूबर को ऑफिसर्स एसोसिएशन और वर्कमैन यूनियंस ने चार्टर ऑफ डिमांड्स 12 बाईपार्टाइट का IBA को सबमिट कर दिया। और ऑफिसर्स का जो चार्टर ऑफ डिमांड्स है वो 77 पेज का एग्जॉस्टिव एक डॉक्यूमेंट्स है जो बहुत ही एक्सटेंसिव है, जिसमें इकोनॉमी सिनेरियो और सारे कुछ डाटा कलेक्ट करके बनाए गए हैं। और जो चार्टर ऑफ डिमांड का मेन बॉडी है वो उन्होंने ब्रॉड समरी जो दिया है वो 40 पॉइंट्स का है। इसका लिंक मैं आपको दूंगा, उस लिंक के जरिए आप पूरा का पूरा चार्टर ऑफ डिमांड स्टडी कर सकते हैं अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हैं तो। जो ब्रॉड समरी चार्टर ऑफ डिमांड्स का है ऑफिसर्स ने सबमिट किया है उसको मैं आपको बताता हूँ। फर्स्ट, wage revision should be take into account risk, responsibility, accountability and transferability of officers. Improve basic pay commensurate with central government officers, RBI officers and LIC officers. Second, the base date for calculation of quantum hike of ensuing settlement to be based on establishment expenditure as on 30th September 22 as against present practice of 31st March of the year of wage revision due. Revision of improvement in pay scale by merger of DA up to 1st August 22. A special allowance with DA as on 31st October 22 to be merged with the existing basic pay. Revised DA formula with provision for automatic merger with basic pay as that of central government and improvement in the compensation against price rise. 6. All existing stagnation increment up to scale 5 should be converted to regular increment after 1 year from reaching maximum of the respective present scale. This shall also remove present anomaly in fitment on promotion. Date of sanction of annual increment should be on 1st January and 1st July every year. The present embargo in regard to the sanction of stagnation increment, automatic movement, increment in next higher scale and PQP is respect of those officers who have refused, took reversion, opted out of promotion should be removed. The present policy of enforcing such embargo is against the natural justice and tantamount to imposition of major penalty. 9th, upward revision of HRA commensurate with market rent. 10th, self-lease for officers to be introduced. 11th point, substantial increase in CC and location allowance for non-CCA centers for all. Learning allowance to be enhanced substantially. Closing allowance to be enhanced and paid every quarter in view of the enhanced workload performed by officers every quarter and as it is obligatory requirement to declare audited quarterly results. 14th, improvement of lump sum amount as compensation on transfer and 2 months salary to be compensate incidental expenses on transfer. 15th, improvement of lump sum amount on mid-academic transfer equivalent to 3 months gross salary to meet the education expenses of children on account of transfer. Review and rationalization of halting, boarding, traveling expenses, hill area allowance, etc. 17th, introduction of incentive for rural and other sensitive difficult areas. 18th, improvement in special area allowance and special compensatory allowance for any Northeast, Jammu, Kashmir, Himachal, Leh, Ladakh, Uttarakhand and Red Corridor disturbed areas. 19th, improvement in LFC. 20th, the special provision for women employee with regard to placement and posting. 21st, introduction of 5-day week. 22nd, working hours for officers should be defined and regulated in terms of ILO norms. 23rd, the income criteria for dependents to be substantially increased. 24th, the provident fund should be at the rate of 12% of the total salary and allowances. 25th, the gratuity should be paid at the rate of 1 month's salary and allowance without any ceiling gratuity as per regulation should be improved. 26. Roll back to the existing pension scheme to all those who are in NPS. Pension to be extended to pension optee for on resignation also. Updation of pension in line of central government and the principle of one rank, one pension. 29th. Encashment of entire leave at credit should be permitted on resignation. Improvement in all leave facilities, introduction of the concept of leave bank, etc. Rollback of IBA medical insurance for serving officer and retirees and implementing the provision of the policy at individual banks level. 32. Uniformity of loans and advances to officers by adoption of best of policies. The road tax on vehicles should be paid by the bank on interstate transfer. Review of disciplinary rules, procedures allowing personal hearing of charge-seated officer in case of major penalty proceedings accompanied by defense representative. 34. Classification of lapses into major and the minor penalty. Keeping in view of principle of ex post facto in our legal framework, clarification to be issued to banks that any alleged lapse committed by the employee while working in the capacity as workman, but alleged lapse detected when employee is an officer, he should be tried under bipartite rules and not under the officer's DA regulations. 36. Full legal expenses to be borne by banks on legal cases against any officer, both serving and retired, for all cases related to banking work, except charges of fraud perpetuated by the officer. 37. Present ceiling of 3% of the net profit for welfare to be increased to 5% of operating profit without any ceiling for staff welfare activities. 38. Categorization of branches to be done uniformity for all banks by IBA and RBI. 39. Massive recruitment of officer, clerical subordinate staff and security guard required. And last, appointment of compassionate ground to be completed within the 6-month period. फ्रेंड्स, चूंकि ये चार्टर ऑफ डिमांड बहुत एग्जॉस्टिव है और एक पॉइंट वाइज स्टडी करना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, सो मैं इसका डिटेल लिंक आपको देता हूँ, आप उस लिंक से पूरा का पूरा स्टडी कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू, नमस्कार।